It's Friday, June 13th, and it's time for your weekly recap. Just realized it's Friday the 13th. You scared? You scared? Scared? FunkyMagic, what is a gaffed cards? Gaffed cards are cards that are manufactured to look different than a standard playing card, and they can be used for multiple different magic tricks. They're usually misprinted. Sometimes they have other mechanics to them, but for the most part it's a playing card that has been modified in some way to look different than a standard playing card. This week we did a playlist on packet effects. There's going to be a link for it right here. Go ahead and click on that to check it out. It's a lot of fun. And one of the cool things that we did is, one of my favorite packet effects is the color Monte. So what we did is we created a video tutorial on how to do the color Monte. So if you buy this from Magic Geek, you're also going to get that video tutorial, because the instructions in here are kind of hard to get through. There aren't any pictures, and it's a very visual thing to learn how to do. It's easy, but you have to kind of figure it out based on the instructions. It's kind of hard. So we made a video tutorial. So if you buy Color Monte from Magic Geek, you're going to get a video tutorial helping you out and teaching you how to do all of the moves. Andrew Sharp, is it better to buy gaffed cards or make them? Making gaff cards is an art form. It is difficult to do. It's going to take a really long time to learn how to manufacture them in a way that is convincing. That being said, if you know how to make them, then you can make them with the card faces and backs that you want and that you need. But typically, buying a gaff card is a lot less time investment. It ends up being cheaper in the long run, and it looks a lot better. Adam Grange, the illusionist. Hi Chris, what is your favorite gaff card effect? My favorite gaff card trick is the shark. It's the only gaff card that I use on a really regular basis, and I like it because it's very diverse, and I feel like it's a little bit more sophisticated of a gaffed card. This week I want to talk to you about Deceptus by Jimmy Strange. This is a fantastic anything in soda can. So it could be a signed coin, it could be a borrowed finger ring, it could be a lighter. Anything that you can fit into a soda can, pretty much, you can make happen with Deceptus. The cool thing about this is that it's so incredibly clean looking. I mean, you toss the object at the can and it goes through, and it's in the can, and it's unquestionably in the can. You can see it through the little hole. It's good, and it's fooled everyone that I've shown it to so far. I love this. This is fantastic. It's called Deceptus. You can get it at magicgeek.com. Bill Jenkins, what are some cheap gaff decks? And this is a sad face, not a smiley face. No, that's a smiley face. I'm sorry, my friend. You are mistaken. When the ends go up, that's a smiley face. They have to go down to be a sad face. It's just how it works. I think the least expensive gaff card is the standard bicycle gaffed deck, and that comes with a variety of gaffs. They aren't going to be as intricate as some of the other ones that maybe were put out by Illusionist. Those ones have a wider range of effects possible with them. However, I will say that when you use those, it kind of tips off that the cards are misprinted. People see that they are misprinted cards for a majority of the tricks in there. Whereas with a standard gaff deck, if you're using double backers, double facers, misprinted fans, things like that, those tend to fly by the spectators a little bit more than something where it looks like you've rubbed off part of it and exposed other parts and things like that. They have their strengths and weaknesses, so it's like this. The Blue Flamingo, I don't like gaff cards or decks because I don't always have them with me. I just like impromptu tricks. What's the best impromptu card trick, DVD, or book? Thanks. I used to feel the same way, but then I realized that you're able to do some really amazing stuff with gaff cards if you mix them in with your regular sleight of hand stuff. So don't discount them completely, because for that special moment, if you really need to do something that's really magical, sometimes a gaff card is the only way to hit it as hard as you can. That being said, one of my favorite books and kind of the groundwork for my card magic has been The Royal Road to Card Magic. I've recommended that before. I'm recommending it again. And there's also some really great stuff in the Michael and Ammar DVDs. Those are both really basic, really foundational card magic stuff, but there's really, really good stuff in there, so I highly recommend that you study them. Qermaq Chris, what tools and materials go into a magician's gimmick making toolkit? If you're talking about making gaffed cards, you're gonna need things like rubber cement and patience. That's pretty much it, and a good X-Acto knife. There is a really good DVD out on the market called The Art of Card Splitting. It's discontinued, so we only have a few of those left. If you're really interested in this, I recommend picking that up. It's kind of old and dated. And I've also considered putting out our own DVD on card splitting and gimmick making. If that's something that interests you, go ahead and write it in the comment section down below and let us know, because that might be a thing that we do. That'd be fun, right? Next week, we're gonna do something a little different. We're not gonna do a weekly recap as we do here. We're going to do a live chat, and it's probably going to be midweek, probably on Wednesday. The best way to get involved in that and be a part of that whole process is to follow us on Twitter. I will be tweeting leading up to and during the actual live chat, and it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be like this, except you don't have to write things out in the comment section for me to answer them. You can, and I will answer questions in the comment section here in that, but I'll be able to do it live with you, so it'll be fun. And the reason it's so kind of up in the air is because I'm gonna be out of town. I'm doing a show in Cleveland, so I'm not sure when I'm gonna have good internet reception. So I'm gonna keep you posted through Twitter, and we'll do a live chat, and it'll be a lot of fun. So that will be next week. Well, that's all the time we have for this week. I want to thank you so much for watching the weekly recap. Be sure to leave your questions down below or comments. We love reading them. I read them every week. I read all of them. So if you write it, I'm gonna read it. And be sure to give us a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel, and check out the other videos we got planned on the side there. Thanks a lot for watching. I'll see you next week.